Let's take a moment to review. What do you know so far about the present continuous and present simple tenses? And now, grammar refresher, part 3, present simple and present continuous in the future. Yep, that's right. We also use these two tenses to talk about the future. Let's check it out. But hey, what about the form? Remember what the present continuous looks like? And what about the present simple tense? You know, verb 1, the do verb. What about those uses? And their relationship? So how do we use these tenses to talk about the future? Right now, what is he doing? If you said he's drinking a coffee, you're right. But what is he doing tomorrow? Do you see that it's the same tense, but a different question? Here, we're talking about the future. When we speak about the future, the present continuous tense is one of the most used. Let me give you some examples. What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm just having coffee with a friend. No other plans. What are you doing this weekend? I'm driving to Berlin. My first time. I'm excited. What are you doing on Friday night? I'm checking out the new Martian movie with a couple of friends. Wanna come? What are you doing? What are you doing now? Or tomorrow? In 2 weeks? Maybe next month? What are you doing? Are you visiting Sarah? When you're talking to a friend, family member, or colleague, and he or she asks you, are you visiting Sarah? We generally know what time or when he or she is referring to. It's all about context. Let me illustrate this point. Sarah is your sister. Sarah lives in New York. Your mother lives in California, and you live in Texas. You are talking on the phone with your mother, and you ask your mother in California, are you visiting Sarah? It's obvious that this is not happening right now because Sarah lives in New York and your mother lives in California. It's definitely happening in the future. Most likely not in a few minutes or hours, but a few days, weeks, or months. Let's take the same question and create a different context. This is Joe, and this is Anna. Joe and Anna are married. Anna and Sarah are best friends. Joe calls Anna, "Hi Anna, are you at home?" Anna says, "No, I'm not home right now." And Joe asks, "Are you visiting Sarah?" Given the situation, Joe guesses that if Anna isn't home, she must be with her best friend, Sarah. Context is key. With enough practice, you'll begin to use these tenses naturally, but first you have to know what to listen for and when to use them. So, we have present continuous tense use number 5 to talk about events happening in the future. We're going to go a little bit more in detail, but this is all you need to know for now. The present continuous tense is a future tense. So what about the present simple tense? Is this a future tense? Yes, it is. Let me give you some examples. The train leaves at 6 p.m. I have a meeting in 40 minutes. When do you leave? I leave next month. What do these all have in common? I'll give you a hint. Do you get it? Well, let me give you some more hints. The train leaves at 6 p.m. Does this seem familiar? It should, because it's a repeated action. The train leaves every day at 6 o'clock because it's on a schedule. If your train leaves at 6, it leaves on a schedule. That means it can leave in the future. So the present simple is a future tense. So present simple use number 3, to talk about future events when they are on a schedule, like a plane, a train, and you make appointments and write them on your schedule, right? I thought so. Well, we'll talk about this a bit more next time in part 4, more ways to talk about the future, will and going to. Thanks for watching. Until next time.